Uh, Look, to everyone whose attention I've captured, um, I put everything into my first attempt because if I'm where I am at, I've got nothing left. Okay, my whole life is in hell basically. Um, Going out was never really the thing. Um, what I know is basically inventions. That's the one thing that runs in the family that I've fantasized about my whole life. I didn't even touch a guitar until I was 20 years old. There was no left-handed guitars. Okay, um, and I was injured like right before I ever did that. That's stupid. So it's always been a little bit painful driving a car and playing guitar. The combination eventually causes me pain. Um, Invention is for the world, okay? And if I can perform meaningful stuff, I like that as well. But um, I just want a happy life because I know that will actually affect everyone else. That's if George Washington, Ben Franklin, simply had a meaningful life in a part of the world where they actually fit in and were productive, okay, and that's very much an Ellis Island um, raw materials versus educated rationality, etc., etc. It's very complex. Okay. I just wish I had that. Okay, and if I don't understand what they're saying, or I don't, you know, I I sense scam. Okay, I panic because all I know is that look, I have the inventive ideas. I've been working on these for at least half my life, and um, everyone who wants help, I want to be absolutely available, but not to have a conversation. It is the slipperiest of slopes. I could never meet a girl unless everything was somehow miraculously perfect. So it never happened. I became like a loner because there was no possible rationality out there for me. I'm hoping that someone will recognize that, including in the technology field. I have a lot of key inventions, but any conversation is really disturbing to me because I sense scam and I sense radical disaster. So if whoever, some robot or something like that, may be saying, "Oh, but what about this? What about that? What about that?" It's like, that's only a weapon. I, I surrender, okay, because I know that there's no love out there. It has to be inside, and you guys have to call my name, right? Please do that. Okay, I'm here and I'm tolerant of everything that's happened, the good stuff, and none of the bad stuff. Okay, deranged? Oh yes, completely. But agreeable? Definitely. Please do that because that's the only reason I'm here is to make that happen. And if it's a conversation, it will hurt the world. Please just say my name. Okay? And I will sign a lifetime agreement. I have ideas, but I cannot have a conversation I become completely deluded and deranged, knowing what it always leads to. Um, Okay, that lucky people, they don't care. I do, and I'll care for everyone else.